What's up, YouTube? This is your big bro, King Jabez. Back today with another very important message. Please subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about my content. In addition to that, please feel free to follow me over on Instagram at the King Jabez. And for those who want to talk to me one-on-one, I do offer consultations. Let's do some work. Today's video is entitled, Chosen Ones. Your enemies are panicking. A lot of high-ranking people are starting to see the truth about you. This is what I mean about this video. Your enemies, one of their biggest problems with you, as I've said before, I will say again tonight, isn't just how they see you, but their true problem is how others see you. Do you understand? And so one of their main attacks toward the chosen is to, it sounds simple, but it's true, slander, to gossip, to lie, to try to manipulate the perception others have of you. That's a big part of the game. And they do this multiple ways. One of the ways they do it is through isolation, right? Let's say if you are at a job, if you are at a community, you are in an environment where it's clear that you will just shine. They try to push you off in the corner somewhere. They try to keep you out of the loop, right? This is what leads to workplace bullying, when they keep you out of the loop, invite others in, give you mixed information rather, not doing anything to foster your growth at all. And so what happens when people do this is that their schemes work temporarily. Okay? So they do this stuff, they lie, they gossip, they slander, and, no offense, because so many people are not discerning, they believe it. I'm just giving it to you in the raw. They're not discerning, so they believe that stuff. And they're able to get away with it temporarily. Problem with that is that who you are is going to come out eventually anyway. That you can't hide your light. They can't steal your shine. The growth, the development, the gifts you have, the aura, the presence you bring into a room. You can't hide that. Which is why they have to sometimes just simply just get you out of there. Like they'll fire you, they'll demote you, move to a new city. Think about even in Bible days, there were certain people, they would say, man, just get out the city. Right? And they told Isaac there, by the way, man, just leave. Paraphrasing, obviously. Because you're greater than us. And so when people can sense that you are greater than them, and it's obvious, and they can feel that without you saying a word, they'll start treating you as if you have a problem. And you've done nothing to them. You're just doing you. And that is what you're experiencing right now. So the purpose of this message is clear. People who are in position to promote princes and power, high-ranking people, elite people, those who have the resources to help you get to your next big move, right? Those who will be there as destiny helpers. Because everybody watching you isn't a monitoring spirit, by the way. Some people are watching you because they think you're the next person on their team. Or they have a vision, idea, a plan that they can execute, but they know you will be the perfect person to execute it. So they're watching you. And they're starting to see what people are saying, this isn't adding up. This person actually is a good person, right? Because eventually, this is be real. If you're a good person, you're honest, you got good character, that's going to shine. People can lie all they want to. People can gossip all they want to. So they are panicking now. Watch this, because they're about to be exposed. That's why they're panicking. Let's be clear. Okay, whole time, right? The problem been you. You've been trying to draw attention to me, draw attention to you, in context of this video, right? And people are not dumb. They're going to eventually figure you out and realize, no, this person actually is the real deal. This woman is the real deal. The problem is really you. You're the phony. See, they will do everything they can to act like you're phony. Am I talking to you tonight? You're the problem. All right? And they're going to do everything they can in their power to try to blemish your image, right? Undermine, act as if they're better than you, try to imply this superior intelligence, but sometimes it's just cap, flat out. Okay? They do all that stuff. And again, it's this design to confuse, to manipulate, to control. Witchcraft, basically. Witchcraft. Intimidation, domination, and manipulation. That's a game in a nutshell. And when they can no longer dominate, when they can no longer intimidate, when they can no longer manipulate, they are exposed for the frauds that they are. And this is where it gets good for you. This is when doors will begin to open for you. This is when you will finally receive the recognition that you deserve. This is when you will begin to go forward and to prosper. This is the time in your story where things work out for you. That's my point. You know, you're not going to be in isolation. Let me talk to you tonight. You will not be in isolation your entire life. You will not have adversity and suffering on this level or on that level your entire life. Of course, problems will always come in life. It's part of life. Job says, man that's born of woman is a few days full of trouble. Job 14:1, right? That just came to my head just now. Boom, right? It's in me, right? It's in me. It's not just on me. It's not just on me. It's in me. You hear me? And, you know, you're going to have trouble. But you're coming to a place now where your troubles are about to turn to triumph. You did. Your troubles, let me talk now, that felt good saying that, are about to turn to triumph. Do you hear me? I have said for years, I'm getting fired up now, there is no triumph without trouble. And we focus on the trouble, but we act like the triumph is not coming. Come on, let me talk to you tonight. I done got one. Took me a while to warm up. You hear me? I'm warmed up now. The trouble won't last forever. The purpose of that trouble is to refine. Let me straighten my back up. Straighten your back up and talk to me. To refine you, to make you stronger, to make you better, to get you in a place now where you are unstoppable. You hear me? And that's where you are at in this place in your life. People can tell the tables are about to turn for you. Listen to me. God, come on now. Them tables are going to turn. Them tables are going to turn. Your money will not always be funny. You hear me? You will not always be struggling. It's called breakthrough. Boom. That bread finna add up. Huh? More clients for your business. Let me talk to you. Open doors. Getting that promotion you want. Getting that opportunity you want. Starting that business. Finding a second job for those who are looking that route. Hey, granddad told me a long time ago, sometime it take two. Come on, sometime it take two. Granddad been told me that. Rest in peace to my grandfather. Come on now. Thank God I had a man in my life. Sometime it take two. So what am I saying? You get my point. Whatever that means to you. So for some of you, let me break it down, is you getting that second job you're looking for to add that bread up. For others, it may be get more clients for your current business. For someone else, it may be getting accepted to that program that you've been trying to get into for years. For others, it may be just simply having the strength to finish that degree. You're on year 4 and you're struggling. I've been there. I remember year 4 was the hardest one for me. Do you hear me? Year 4 was the most difficult for me when I got my degree, my bachelor's degree years ago. Okay? And so I know from experience, sometimes when you right at the end of the race, come on now, the adversity coming that last year, my car broke down. Come on now, big bro can't make this up. Start having troubles. Because there's always going to be trouble before the triumph. It's always like another test. Here it is, I did all this time in school, about to graduate, now my car don't want to start up. It's like, come on now, give a brother a break. Come on now, let me breathe. It's like, I can't breathe. That's how you feel sometimes. You're just constantly getting choked out. Constantly having that adversity come your way. And I made it, of course. I was able to finish. Eventually got the car fixed. It took everything I had, to be honest. The transmission went out. Fourth year. You know what I mean? You can't make this up. It's like, man, give a brother a break, man. I'm doing everything I can. I'm thinking back now. Working, taking these classes, doing all this stuff because in college on very limited resources. Just in here, you know what I'm saying? Fighting for my life. I know y'all been there too. Some of y'all been in college, been through the same stuff. You know what I'm talking about. I ain't the only one. For some of you, it's military. You just in a place where you just fighting for your life. You hear me? And that's the way it is, chosen ones. And you know what I know now, looking forward now at my experience now in life, this is what comes with being chosen. That's why I say chosen. I know what this is all about. When you're chosen, a chosen man, chosen woman, you have chosen problems. But you also get that chosen blessing too. Let me tap in. The greater the testing, you know how what I'm going to say. What I'm going to say. The greater the testing, the greater the blessing. So when the adversity comes, you will eventually be blessed. And that's what you need to understand. So that's where you are at now in your life. These people tried to hurt you. They wanted people to think that there was something wrong with you. They didn't want to honor you. They refused for whatever reason. They didn't promote you. You were worthy of it, and they just kept looking over you. Not looking over you, just purposefully ignoring you, because they can't overlook you. They see you. Your presence is too strong for them not to see you. They see you. Somebody say they see me. They're choosing to ignore you. They don't want to help you. Because they know all you need is, you're a type of person, all you need is one good push and you gone. And they know that. And so they're doing everything they can. And now they are in a panic. That's the download we're getting here tonight. They're panicking, kind of like they're glitching. You understand? You know, it's my glitch because it's no longer working. When something works over and over and over again, all of a sudden it just stops. They're stuck. So now they look stupid because they've been trying to make you look dumb all this time. They've been trying to humiliate you. That's why we talk about the humiliation rituals. People constantly trying to play games with you, playing with your top. Right? That's just slang for not respecting your mind, not allowing you to be the best version of yourself. Basically playing in your face. They've been constantly playing in your face. You see them, they see you. They're playing games, and it's over. Over. That's what this message is about tonight. Their games, their manipulation, their lies, all the stuff they've done that has hurt you. Because again, it will hurt you temporarily. The Most High allows that to develop you. That's what they don't understand. So it was allowed temporarily to develop your character, to make you stronger, to bring out of you a strength you didn't know you had in the first place. Okay, because the pain pushes out power. You know, I'm gonna stay on brand with what I said, what I've been saying. The pain pushes out power. Remember that. Okay, got a whole video on that one. Go check that one out. Pain pushes out power. And now you are in a place now where they gotta get you out the way. So now they're pouting. This I know you went. They're pouting now. They went from, you remember that, you remember years ago, even if you were this before your time, you seen the highlights of how the Detroit Pistons, I'm gonna bring this home now, beat Michael Jordan. What was it, 3-4 years in a row? The bad boys, Detroit Pistons. If you're from Detroit, ain't against you. You know, Detroit, they had a run. They were cracking in the late 80s. They kept beating Mike in the playoffs. They had something called a Jordan Clause. They would triple team Mike. Mike couldn't do it. They would just make it impossible for him to do what he did. Well, you know, Michael Jordan being who he was, he figured him out. He kept going and going and going, and he got to the point where they couldn't do nothing with him. And you know what happened? The Bulls beat the Pistons in that East Conference Championship. You know what happened? What happened? So losers. I was so, you know, and you know, Isaiah Thomas, you my boy now, but man, bro, I'm disappointed in y'all. They walked off, didn't even want to shake Michael Jordan's hand. I'm sorry. I mean, I know this is old now. That is weak, man. Okay, man. I'm just saying, if it was me, I'm gonna give you your props. I didn't beat you 3 years in a row. You finally got me. I'm a man, mama. You got me, my boy. You know what I mean? That's just a man thing to do, right? They didn't shake his hand. They didn't want to shake Michael Jordan's hand. And I think that was sad. Bill Laimbeer and Isaiah Thomas and that whole team. And you know, what's up with that? Y'all done beat Mike, 2-3 years in a row straight. He finally gets you. Just get a man's respect. Why do I bring it up? That's what y'all going through right now. These folks have been beating you over and over again. And by you being who you are, you eventually figured them out. And now they refuse to give you respect. So now they just sit back pouting. Like some little kids. That's why they pouting. That's why everybody come around you now trying to almost act like it's weird too, right? That's why you feel this energy. Trying to act like somehow you did something to them. Gaslighting. That's what we call that, gaslighting. That's why they gaslighting you. Because you're beating them now. You're finally beating their butt. They've been beating you all this time, and you figured them out, and now you're on their heels now. And as opposed to just giving you your props, they have to now switch gears and act like you got a problem. Type stuff. Imagine that. So that's what you're experiencing now. They have been beating you. I gave you that Michael Jordan analogy. I'm tying it home. Let me teach. They've been beating you. You finally got them, and they refuse to honor you. Guess what? We don't care. You still got your butt whooped. Ain't that what Michael Jordan told them? Ain't that what Mike told them? Still with your butt. Ain't that what Mike said when he beat him? And that's kind of what's going on right now. You don't care if they like it. You ain't got to like it. I don't care what you think about me. You lost. And that's where you are at right now. They can't stop you, gang. They can't stop you, sis. You learned. You got stronger. You got better. And it's obvious to everybody. That's where you're at right now in your life. So that being said, you really don't need any advice. The only thing I can tell you from that is if this is for you, just keep doing what you're doing. Stay focused. Don't let the hate bring you down. Embrace the hate. Move past all that. And keep doing you. And you're going to prosper. That's it. So thanks for listening. God bless. Peace.